All right, so welcome to day 7 of the Parenting Breakthrough. This is it. Final day of this little fun we had together. So over the past week, you learned how to understand your family's emotional landscapes, clear some emotional blocks, create a personalized plan tailored to your kids' needs, and to ultimately have a way to act like a scientist here and record, observe, and adjust. So let's start by taking a moment to celebrate how far you've come. Parenting a tough, highly emotional kid, highly intense kid is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And, every little win is a step toward lasting peace. So why does celebrating matter? Well, it reinforces the positive behaviors of your kid. And it shifts the mindset from focusing on struggles to recognizing growth. And it strengthens your family bond by creating shared moments of joy. So think about this past week. What went well? Did your kid handle a transition more smoothly? Did you stay calm during a tough moment? Were you able to connect in a meaningful way? No victory is too small to celebrate. So let's talk about handling setbacks with grace. Of course, progress doesn't mean perfection, and setbacks are going to happen. That's just part of the journey. This is not linear, right? It's not going to be a straight line up. There's going to be some end arounds and some jug handles. Of course, progress is going to come with momentum, right? So you roll the stone for long enough, and eventually it just starts rolling by itself and getting faster. So here's how to do that. Reflect, don't react. Ask yourself, what might have triggered this setback? What was it? A change in routine? Was it a sensory challenge? And just focus on the lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to learn. So what could you adjust in your plan to prevent a similar situation in the future? And just be kind to yourself and your kid. Give yourself both grace. Progress is almost always going to come with a few setbacks. So, don't erase the progress you've made just because you had a setback. Just keep looking ahead. And, consistency is about showing up with love and intention, even when things don't go as planned. So I want to talk about something really important here, which is the role of self-care in long-term success. As parents, we often pour so much into our kids that we forget to care for ourselves. But, your well-being is the foundation for your kid's success. So when you prioritize self-care, you model healthy living and healthy coping for your kid. And you recharge your energy so you can stay calm and present and patient, and you build resilience for the challenges ahead. So, self-care doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be as simple as taking 10 minutes to breathe deeply, enjoying a snack, journaling about your wins. The key is to just make it a regular part of your routine. And, the biggest one for me has been prioritizing sleep. I know it's easier said than done, but there'd be so many times where I'd get the kids in bed and I would just sit around watching TV for 2 hours. I figured out by not doing that and prioritizing good sleep that I could actually really show up in a bigger way and in a better way. So here's a little action step you can take. Write a family win list. It's about celebration and connection. So here's what I want you to do. Sit down as a family and write a win list. Think of 3 small but meaningful victories from the week. Maybe your kid handled a challenging situation better than before, or maybe you stayed calm and connected during a meltdown. Maybe you just shared a really fun moment together. Share these wins with your kid and let them know how proud you are of their progress and where you're all going as a family. It's not just about acknowledging success, it's about creating a culture of growth and gratitude and hope in your home. So, peace in your home isn't a destination, right? It's a road. So by celebrating progress and staying consistent, caring for yourself, you're laying the foundation for lasting change that endures. So as we wrap up this 7-day sprint that we did together, I just want you to know how proud I am of the steps you've taken, just showing up for your kid in a powerful way. That matters more than anything. That makes you a really good parent, just the fact that you're here. So this is just the beginning. Just keep using the tools that you've learned, and remember, small changes add up to big transformations over time. So I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Thank you for letting me be part of this with you. And let's dive into the final phase of the worksheet. All right, little tear in my eye as I get ready to break down the last worksheet for you. So here's a little expanded family win list for you. What's the win? Why was it great? And how to get more of it. Pretty simple, right? Pretty self-explanatory. Breaking down and expanding, how we're going to engage in self-care. Just write down one thing you did. And, what's your level of satisfaction today, right here? And then what was the tool you used? And you could also add, how did you feel? Did your satisfaction level go up at all? So, what did you do for yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually? You could have one thing that touches all four of those, but, you don't worry too much about which column to put it in, but if it's very, very specific to one aspect of your life, then, definitely record it in there. And, what's your ongoing growth commitment? What are your 3 key commitments moving forward? In having taken this course and getting an understanding of the road ahead for you. Think hard about this and paste these up somewhere so that you can see them. Put them on the fridge. Put them over the oven. That's where I spend a lot of time, in front of the stove. My kids don't know how lucky they have it with my cooking, by the way. But anyway, think about these. Committing to learning to calm yourself, committing to self-care, committing to connection with your kid. That's a great 3 to start with. And if this whole series is overwhelming to you, it's okay to just start with one thing and work from there. And spend 2 months on just building connection, and then that becomes a habit. Now let's spend the next 2 months on trying some specific strategies with your kid. So great job getting all the way through this. There's one more video that I want you to watch, and it's about post-course reflection and what you can do to move forward from here. All right? So I'll see you in the next video.